Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I trust you had a fantastic weekend. The kid tipped jackpot won yesterday, returning 2,800, and the kid tipped jackpot 2 today, returning over 1,000 rand. So I was top tipping from the team on two tough cards. We're going to have the postman tipping out at the Vaal. So I'm going to hand you over to the postman for his analysis.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, no matter where in the world you guys are. And again, a big warm welcome to the Top Tipper family. Racing's been really, really tough. On speaking to some of the jocks with regards to Gauteng racing, obviously, we move into the Natal winter season. July coming up, Gold Cup coming up. All the better horses have been put away. They're going to come down, they're going to get their preps. So really we're sitting with a bunch of really battling sorts in Gauteng. So guys, just be careful, don't get too involved. We're there to make money, we're not going to break the bank in one day, but with patience we will get there. With regards to Billy Bowlegs, on speaking to one or two of the chaps, the pace was so muddled. I mean, Billy Bowlegs apparently, or should have come from 8 or 9 of them, always runs on a good pace. There was no pace on. If you go and watch the rerun of it, Billy was fighting all the way around, was sitting too handy, nothing the jock could do. Put that one down in the little black book and keep watching that. That will certainly win for us in the not too distant future. Guys, racing comes to us from the Vaal Turf Club on Tuesday the 2nd of May. We are on the Vaal Classic track. There are 8 races carded. And the first is due off at 12:25. Some really, really battling sorts. So let us go through the first race. As I said, due off at 12:25. It's a maiden plate over 1,000 meters. When we go and we look, outside draws tend to be more favorable. However, the first race, guys, it's a small field of 6. And the obvious choice here looks horse 1, Iron Sky, 6-10, Dega Digavea for the pedigree yard. One cannot get rich on that, but must be included in exotics. For second, I've thrown in the 2, Forever Free, Muzieni for Corey Lensley. We go back and look, this has run to some decent swords behind Spielberg, behind Anfield's Rocket. If they were in this race, they would be 1-4 on. Third, I've gone for 6, Wait for the Green Light. Was supported first time out, did let the side down, maybe good enough for back end of trifectas and quartets. And for fourth, we've thrown in the 5, Joker Man. Bipots, guys, we're going to take 2 bipots. I'm going to banker the 1 in the first bipot, and the second bipot I'll probably put 1, 2, and 6 and hope to double up. So first race 1, 2, 6, 5. We don't have to be too inventive there. Second race on the card, first leg of the place accumulator, due off at 1,300 hours. This is a merit-rated 90 handicap for the girls over 2,000 meters. And I think that horse number 6, Red Maple, is the right one here. Samanga Kamalo gets the right here for the Tarry Yard. Blinkers remain on. This did win last time out over 2,400 meters. I don't think he's been punished too much for that win. I think currently around about 16-10, I think is a fair bet. For second, we've gone for horse number 3, Southern Song. Gav Lorena gets the ride here for the Mike and Adamazi Yard. Decent effort last time out, was slow on that occasion. Is 1.5 kilos better off than Crimson Princess. I do think the extra 200 will suit this one more than I do think that it would suit Crimson Princess, and I really believe there will be a form reversal, and I've gone for that to run second. For third, I've thrown in the 4, Peyton's Tears. Caden Brewer gets the ride here for the Huda Larkus Yard. Again, decent effort last time out, finishing second to Crimson Princess. Again, I do think that the distance is a bit of a worry, but maybe good enough to run into the back end of trifectas and quartets. And for fourth, we've gone for 2, ipso facto, Muzieni for the Fortune Yard. So race 2, 6, 3, 4, and 2. Bipots, I think 3 and 6 will be sufficient there. maybe even take a couple of swingers and exactors with those two. Third race on the card, due off at 13:35. This is a maiden plate for the girls over 1,000 meters, and this is the first leg of our pick six. Again, not a strong race. A good couple first timers. Just be careful here again. Pick six, maybe put 4 horses in here. Don't take a chance. First selection is 2 Glitter Fox. Muzieni for the Roy Magna yard. I do believe this one is drawn on the right side of the track. 2 decent efforts in the province. Very, very speedy sort. I think we'll jump. I think we'll go to the front. And I think under the strong urgings of Muzieni, I think this will be the one that they all have to try and peg back. For second, I have thrown in horse number 8. This is Chrome Tourmaline, Gavlarina for the bib yard. Again, also drawn on the right side of the track. 2 fair efforts. Last time I did let the side down at 9 to 10. But again, should be there and thereabouts. As I said, not a strong race. For third, I've gone for 3. This is Wilkie's, Gabriel Peterson for St. John Gray. I'm putting a line through that last run. I know it's coming back from a long layoff. But again, maybe good enough to fill in back end of trifectas and quartets. For fourth, I've gone for the class horse, and this is Zoom Lady. I know it's been raced at 51 weeks. It's run to much stronger than it meets today. If this was drawn on the right side of the track, I certainly would have elevated this to run first or second. Maybe in need of the run. If he can get across, will certainly make its presence felt. As I said, I think this is a tough race. Put in as many as the budget would allow, and we've gone 2, 8, 3, and 1. Fourth race on the card. This is first leg of Jackpot 1, due off at 14:10, 2,400 meters. Merit rated 82 handicap. And when we go here, guys, my value bet of the day, this is horse 6 Banner Bridge. Cabela Mazziani for the Dawson yard. Nice handy galloping mass, I think, of 56.5. I do believe that the distance will suit. This has been running really, really well. And I think we'll give a very good account of itself, round about 6 to 1. I really think this is decent value. Take a small each way touch on that. For second, I've gone for the 3 Positive Attitude, Samanga Kamala for Joey Somo. 2 really, really good rides, 2 good wins. This will set the pace, I'm pretty sure. And again, if not getting too far clear, I do believe the 6 will catch it. If they let this one go, they're going to battle. I certainly won't be leaving this one out any of the exotics, so must go in everything. For third, we've gone for the ultra consistent 4. This is a fraud. Gavin Arena for the Moffat yard. We've said it before, when Gavin Arena jumps on for the Moffat yard, we have to take notice of that, and again, must go into all exotics. For fourth, we've thrown in the 5, prime example, Julius Mariba for the Fortune yard. 2 good wins. However, I do think a fraud will reverse the form on the last run. Our selections, 6, 3, 4, and 5. I do think the 3, 4, and 6 is sufficient for exotics, but I do think Banner Bridge decent each way bet at 6 to 1. Fifth race on the card, first leg of Jackpot 2, due off at 14:45. Merit rated 96 handicap over 1,600 meters. My narrow first selection here is horse 3, Meridius. This is Ray Danielson for the Ashley Fortune yard. We need to take note who's riding for the yard, as Ryan Munger has left his move through to Canada. So we've got to go and see who's taking the rides and who's getting booting home the winners. But I do think Meridius will be there and thereabouts. For second, I've gone for the 1 in Dlamo, Cabello Mazziano for the Terry yard. Again, 3 decent efforts. Cabello rode this one 3 runs back, just pipped by Johnny Hero. Very, very good run. And I do think that, again, this will be there when the whips are cracking. For third, thrown in horse number 8, Johnny Dogs. Matthew Thackeray gets a mount here for the Clarkson yard. Had a decent effort last time out at the Vaal. I'm looking for a decent effort with 54 on his back, and I think good enough for back end of trifectas and quartets. And for fourth, we've gone for 2 Supreme Quest at Samanga Kamala for the Spice Yard. Not a bad effort last time out. Staying on, is running against the boys, and I think the boys may be a little too strong, but good enough for back end of trifectas and quartets. So race 5, 3, 1, 8, and 2. Smaller perms, 1 and 3 should be sufficient in all bets there. Race 6, off at 15.25, met rate at 79 handicap over 1600 meters. And here, guys, I think this is the best bet on the card. This is horse number 2, Celestial City. I know it's drawn wide. I know that the side down last time out. But there was a report where one of the testicles got lodged. I don't believe we'll have the same problem this time out. And I really believe that in this field, this is the right one. 16-10, I think, is a great bet and is my first selection. For second, I thrown in horse 6. This is Lord Very's. Again, decent effort last time out. Marco van Rensburg gets the ride, and again, should finish in their money. For third, gone for Nice Raffia. Number 9, we've got tonight. Ray Danielson for the Magna Yard. Ray has ridden it on 2 occasions. They were 2 decent efforts. And again, if you're taking swingers and exactors, throw this one in. Smaller punters, we're going to bank the 2 and everything. For those that want to take smaller percentages, maybe throw the 6 and 9 in as well and get a smaller percent. If 9 arrives, well, we'll be one of very few laughing all the way to the bank. And when we go and look at the 2 rides that Ray had on this one, was running on both occasions. For fourth, we've gone for 4, but Martilius, Gavlarina for the Mooring Yard. Again, decent effort last time out, and again, should be there and thereabouts. So race 6, 2, 6, 9, and 4. If all goes well, I do think 2 is a very, very good bet at around about 16-10. We'll move on to the 7th race on the card. This is due off at 15.55. Mare rating 90 handicap for the girls over 1450 meters. And I think this is quite an open event. My narrow first selection is the 1, Queen of Smoke. Dega Digavea gets around for the Pedigree Yard. Nicely drawn at 1. 28-10. Yeah, I wouldn't get involved, but I think is a decent first selection. For second, we've gone for the 9, Liliana Muzieni for Stevie Moffat, carrying only 54 on its back. Again, I do think that this one will go very close. Has run to some decent sorts. For third, we've gone for the 5, Moran, Gavlarina for Johan Janssen van Vuren. I'm looking for improved effort from that. And has run to some strong sorts. For fourth, we've gone for the 7, and this is National Star. Siana Sisibo gets a ride here for the Terry Yard. Last time out, this ran on the 27th of April, finished third on that occasion. Decent effort. And again, if you're taking jackpots and pick sixes, I certainly would put all 4 of the selections in. We've gone 1, 9, 5, and 7. We move on to the lucky last, due off at 16.25, merit rated 76 handicap for the girls over 1450 meters. And in my opinion, absolute minefield. Put in as many as the budget would allow. Don't like this race at all, guys. I've gone first, number 4, Luna Ballard, Gavlarina for the Laird Yard. This did win last time out, was handy, ran on really, really well at Turfentine. Has gone up 5 kilos. Obviously tougher, but again, should be there and thereabouts. In a tough race, for second, I've gone for Nice Raffia. This is 9, Queen Bomi. Decent effort last time out behind October Fair, was staying on. That was the first run back from a rest. I think that this will be fitter. 52.5 on its back, certainly give a decent account of itself. And at long odds, we'll be going into all our exotics. For third, I've gone for the 6. This is Dancing Arabian, Ray Danielson for the Magna Yard. Ray has ridden this one before. Drawn wide. And again, I certainly won't be having a bet on the nose on this, but I will be including in everything. For fourth, we've gone for 2, Lady Calavera. Dennis was for Philip Labuschagne. Dennis gets on very, very well with this one. Did win 2 in a trot. I think this will jump, set handy. Always ends up with respiratory noises. That's why I'm not too reliable. But in this field, anything can happen. As I said, very, very tough race. 4, 9, 6, and 2 selections. Please load up here. Nobody wants to go out the last leg of any exotic. Guys, I do fancy my best bet. I do fancy the value bet. Have a look at them going down. Watch for jockey changes. Watch for betting on first timers. And take it easy. Look after yourself. Stevie, back to you in the studio.
Hey, thanks for that input, the postman. We really appreciate it. I know you've tipped an 8-race program. I know you've tipped your bar pot, your PA, your jackpot 1 and jackpot 2. And I know you quite fancy your best bet, race 6, number 2, Celestial City at 16-10. And your value bet, race 4, number 6, Banner Bridge at 6-1. Guys, if you've been following us, we've been tipping out at Ireland. We do free tips at Ireland because it doesn't cover the subscriptions. So we've tipped 5 in a row in Ireland. We're going for our 6-1 tomorrow. So have a look at that. That features on our TikToks. So have a look at that, and hopefully you can follow us on that, and you can get some nice tidy profit out of that too. So all in all, enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.